Welcome back to Good Morning Idaho. I'm Rachel Garceau. For decades now, the Albertsons company has been nearly synonymous with the city of trees. But the supermarket's success, of course, didn't happen overnight. In fact, it's taken 8 decades for the company to grow into the corporate powerhouse it is today. In this week's Made in Idaho, I find out how Albertsons went from one small corner store to a grocery giant with a store on nearly every corner. When Joe Albertson founded the now nationally known grocery chain that bears his name, his philosophy for success was pretty simple.
Acting with integrity. Always tell the truth, work really hard.
Susan Morris calls it the company's secret sauce, and it's exactly how she got to where she is today.
I've actually been with Albertsons for 35 years, and yes, I know you're wondering, how is that possible? She looks so young.
Morris got her first job at an Albertsons store when she was 16, and now, more than 3 decades later, she's the company's executive vice president and chief operations officer.
I really just got hooked on the business and never looked back. Been with the company ever since.
The very first Albertsons was built at the corner of 16th and State in Boise over 80 years ago.
But that was Joe's first store in 1939.
But it didn't take long for the Albertsons brand to branch out well beyond Boise, due in large part to Joe's tireless work ethic, solid business sense, and huge heart for his neighbors.
To this day, I will still run into customers that come up and want to talk about Joe Albertson. Whether it's the fact that times were tough years and years ago, and they remember as Joe purchased eggs from their family's farm, he allowed them to run on a credit scenario for a while because they couldn't afford food.
These days, Albertsons is flourishing with over 2,000 stores spread out across 35 states, all on a mission to offer the absolute best to their shoppers.
So you walk in, you have incredible fresh. Whether it's produce, our deli foods, our meat and seafood, we actually buy at a higher specification than many of our competitors.
Here in Idaho, Albertsons loves working with local producers like AgriBeef and Whistle Farms to get food from field to store as fast as possible.
I love how they can go harvest the corn, and with a number of hours, it's actually in our stores available for customers to buy.
Moving forward, Albertsons plans to continue expanding and improving its fresh food footprint across the country, but Morris says Idaho will always be home.
Joe was always so proud of not only his stores and the legacy that he had built, but really proud of the state of Idaho. And this is a community that we want to be a part of. We've helped grow over the years. It's helped us grow.
Great stores, right? And as far as the pandemic and recent rumors of supply shortages returning, Susan wants to assure Albertsons shoppers the company is doing everything in its power to keep those shelves stocked. She says as long as people buy only what they need, there shouldn't be any concern about running out of any essential items heading into the holidays.